Hi guys.
Hello people.
Hi Milena.
Lola.
And we're watching The Wire.
Episode 3.
Episode 3. Do you remember how the last episode ended?
How could I ever forget? I think everyone...
I still have no words. I still
just,
don't know how I feel about it.
Jimmy. Someone was slipping Jimmy. And I was like, oh my god.
Oh my god.
Apparently there's something with Jimmy's.
Oh my god.
And both of the boys I've kind of had to defend, you know what I mean? Not defend, but I'm this is where I am, you know?
Remember
love
Howard?
them both. Oh my god. Yeah, but Jimmy didn't actually kill anyone, you know what I mean? At least that. What can I tell you? I see that everyone was that everyone's opinion was what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what I read.
I think that was the general consensus. And apparently I said in 403.
Yeah, you said something. I read, but what did you see?
Something.
Oh, he's gonna kill someone. What did
not kill someone, but I was is that the Jimmy's gonna find bodies to pin on Marlo. I don't even remember.
I remember. I remember exactly what you said.
What did I say?
He's gonna. It was, if I remember correctly, it was even if there was no bodies, Jimmy's gonna find bodies to pin on, something like that. You know, But that was more that was not literally. Yeah.
A joke. My god.
Be careful what you wish for.
I was really
Be careful what jokes you make.
I was legitimately
remember
it's
when you
a
said
joke. What? Which?
Remember when you said oh, Titan's gonna be flying at some point, and then Titans in 401 have been
flying. I can't remember.
Pushed
when I said
to what?
I can't remember. No. I mean, I remember the Titans being pushed from becoming Titans, but why did I say they're gonna be flying?
Remember you said
and I think I was thinking what could be worse. Imagine if they could fly or something. Because
maybe something like that. Because I remember comments at that point being oh, what? And you and me discussed it
yeah. No, I remember one time I said this for Attack on Titan as well. And again, I was making a joke, and apparently it was not a joke because when we still weren't in the basement. And I was oh my god, we can't we keep needing to go to the basement to find out this big secret. And I was we keep saying the basement, we had to be something dumb as a drawer, you know, all the world secrets in a drawer, and it was actually a drawer, you know what I mean? And everyone was she's spoiled. I'm but legitimately, I was I thought I was making a joke because I was in a room, but
that's how you predicted.
And by making jokes, I don't know that I say it. I didn't even know I said this.
Exactly, yeah.
And apparently I said this, but this was a joke that apparently is reality. This is what is actually.
I really did not expect this to happen ever. Honestly,
again, Jimmy has really fallen off the deep end. We have seen him in this season just really not doing good.
I saw a comment or something like that, people mentioning how, I don't know if they said it, some people thought that it was out of the character.
Yeah, I saw that.
But not only that, it's more that it felt rushed to them how it got to that point. Maybe if we had 2 episodes before of something, you know, it just felt all over the sudden. You know, let's say if you close your eyes for a second or look at your phone for a second and don't see the scene where they explain to you how you can the scenes comes out. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe because already when we see Jimmy in this season, he is already very, you know, down and kind of. Did you spill?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he is very not doing good. I can understand. I can't say that it feels sudden. I don't think that it feels out of character. It feels I want to say it feels out of character if we were with the Jimmy previously, but I feel because the season established him in this season, episode 1, to really not be doing well. He seems very different to me than he was in season 1, 2, 3 when he was there predominantly. He seems more down. He was always drinking, he was always cheating, he was always everything. This is nothing still new, but now he seems much less, let's say, in control, I feel
or he feels he can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And depressed because he can. I'm wondering how we're gonna see him now after he did this, which means he has a plan. Because during this season he didn't everything was just bad.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And the thing with
Bodhi
happened.
Yeah.
And all of it just had a very big toll on him, you know?
Yeah, took a toll.
A big toll on him. So like, I'm wondering now when he has some idea and plan in mind, no matter how bad the idea is, if that's gonna make him feel better, if you know what I mean.
Well, it's gonna give him some purpose.
That's what I want to.
It's gonna like move things in the right direction.
I agree. I think
and so like if that gives him enough for him to be like in a more stable mindset, for him to be like, the fuck did I do? You know, like maybe.
Oh, you think he's gonna be? I don't think he's gonna.
I don't know.
I think he's gonna be like, we have to catch Marlo, and this is
no. Yeah, I think so. But like again, I feel at the end that he is gonna. I think he's gonna face repercussions from this.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think there are gonna be the repercussions that should be faced because like he is police. Yeah. There is no repercussions. None of them are gonna get repercussions of what should happen to them. You know what I mean? And so I just think again he might go back on the boat or he might get fired. I feel like it's one or the other. You know, and I feel like maybe at that point, you know, I feel like when they fire him and tell him why they're like firing him or moving him, they'll be like, I mean, yeah, like. Shouldn't have done that maybe, you know, like at least there's some type of self-reflection there, you know, because like we can all see that this is a horrible thing to do. Even worse than the thing that he has done so far. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you. I think the same.
Yeah.
All of it. Like either let's say he's gonna realize.
Yeah.
Because of somebody else's emotions, or just like the scene where Bunk told Omar, like let's say similar scene's gonna be with Jimmy.
Bunk again tells him something. Yeah,
that's gonna be like, do you know who you hurt? Do you know how bad it is? Do you know how that has an effect on people, or things like that? You know?
Yeah.
That your actions have an effect on people, and that makes him realize, and he's just like moves away. You know, like distance himself again and decides that it's for good. That. Or if he gets fired and he's just like
that's it. Like that's just lost, then we leave him on that. You know, just like being Slippin' Jimmy, which like I would like less.
Honestly, I don't think this is out of character at all. I don't think this is for me.
The things that he has done before, this is just in my mind at least an enhanced version of it. You know, I agree. Like he was capable of some things, but now this is just like gone a bit overboard because like he feels desperate and depressed and everything.
Has no motivation for anything.
I mean, like again, I think he has not so far, like, let's say in a way, disrespected the people that have suffered, if you know what I mean. Like he has never really been bad to anyone that they arrest or anything like that. Like the people that he was screwing over were his co-workers, you know what I mean? Like those were kind of the people that he was screwing over, which like to me was always much easier to deal with, you know? It was pretty fine for me. Like you can just like say it's.
Sometimes I even wish that. So
yeah. Like depending on who he is screwing over, you know, like
if it's roles,
any day,
good
on you, any fucking day.
If it's like less or a bit less.
Yes. But like this is a human who society has already written off, and to me like that always feels, you know, extra bad because like you know that society does not care.
Yeah.
And so like, you know, Jimmy is using that, and that feels much worse for me. I mean, Jimmy sees that what he's doing is bad. He legitimately just like did this before he started doing that to the body. Like no, he is just like really off the deep end. So like I don't think it's out of character. I just think it is from the worst thing that he is capable of. You know what I mean? That we have just come to that point.
I agree.
But like I have loved that man for 4 seasons. Nothing is gonna change now. I can just be like Jimmy.
But the thing is,
it's just, this is where I am.
Yeah, I understand and I agree. I'm just like wondering where his story is gonna end. And like the thing is, depending on the situation, I sometimes maybe not gonna. I wish a happy ending for him, a very hopeful ending, and crossing some lines is gonna make me feel like this is on your boy.
I hope that I don't get to the point where I think he doesn't deserve like a a good ending.
Good
you know
ending,
what I mean?
no, but like happy ending. You know,
Yeah.
that you know that I want to see that the thing that he deserves to be with the next to the kids, happy like he was in last season.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, eventually.
That's the thing that like I can see myself thinking, honestly.
I don't think so either. I don't think they're gonna push it to that extent for what's like for me. Like for example, if we're gonna go to his name twin, Jimmy. You know, at some point you were like, I love you, but you have done so many awful things that like you can't get some type of happy ending. You know what I mean? Like you don't think that's gonna be like I don't think so. Like I think, you know, what he has done now, I mean, that's the worst thing. I can't see him like what else can he do? You know what I mean? Like if he suddenly just like starts and behaving like the rest of the cops and like beating up on people left and right and treating them barely human, and that would be too much out of character. I would not understand what the fuck we were doing. But like he was never that person. Like he really was, and that's like one of the reasons why I have always like loved him and gravitated towards him, and like I could feel fine about it, however much like of a fuck up he was, and like how much he wanted to be the best, he wanted to be the smartest one in the room. Like I never felt like he was cruel to others. And like if he was rude to others, those were others that I was like someone needs to be rude to you.
This is cruel to others, what he just did.
Yeah, and so like this is in that way, this is the worst thing that Jimmy has done for me.
By far.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna get. I don't think anything worse is gonna happen. You know what I mean? I just think now we're gonna go with these things.
Well, like I think for me at least, it depends to see how he feels about some things, and like you know, if he.
I think now he is gonna be kind of very much.
I think motivated.
Yeah, that's the word, because I was like gonna say excited, but like not like excited, but it's gonna be like there's something for us to work with that can get us to Marlo. Yeah. And he's like, he's like tunnel vision to Marlo because of everything that has happened, and now he feels like this is personal also because of Bodhi. And so he's going tunnel vision, and the bad things that he is doing, he is sort of just like, it's gonna, the ends justify the means, you know? And I mean, I don't know if he's gonna do this to other bodies, or if this is just gonna be like, because like he said serial killer, you know what I mean? And we still don't know exactly what he wants to do with it.
I hope we're gonna find out in this episode.
Yeah, again, like what I just thought is that they're gonna somehow, maybe to the press or whatever, leak those 22 that those 22 bodies and this 23rd or whatever was like is potentially a serial killer, so that the police would have to investigate again all those 22 murders and thus get to Marlo, you know? Yeah. I think that is, and like I think the only way that they're gonna be forced to do it is if like people start pressing. Yeah, because like if the news covers it, then like people are gonna be like, fucking serial killer, what? Because like then everyone's in danger, you know what I mean? Because I'm certain that a lot of people just like can live without care when something is not happening to them, you know what I mean? Because like you can say, oh, these things happen in poor neighborhoods. I think like Baltimore is like a predominantly like not that well-off city, but like there's definitely people who are like live better off, like middle class or something like that, and they might not care at all what is happening to these impoverished neighborhoods, because like they're like, oh, gang violence, don't care that is happening to them. But like if you're starting with a serial killer, then like all of you could be potentially affected and not feel that safe to go out at night, and then the police is gonna be forced to investigate, or like the money is gonna be funneled into investigating that. Like that is the only way. Yeah, that is the only way I can see his like a little plan working.
I think it's gonna work. From what we have seen so far,
if that gets
every
Marlo,
fucking Jimmy's plan has worked.
Yeah. Never got Stringer, even though like they were there. Stringer died before you can get him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know, but like I don't agree with you on that. If that got Marlo.
I was making a joke.
Okay.
I was making a joke.
Just pointing it out.
I was making a joke. Well, if Marlo does it.
No.
I mean, like, no, he has
I'm
crossed
not
the
a
line.
fan of that. Like,
he's crossed the line. I mean, I
the
want
thing
Marlo
justifies the means and things like that.
I know. I never believe that. I really never believe just the ends justify the means. I think that's just very cruel.
Yeah, me too.
And so I'm just making a joke, because
that's
I mean
fine.
I don't like Marlo. Can't wait for him to go down.
Me too.
And like I'm like, See, Jimmy, whatever bad he does come. The outcome that I want to happen maybe does happen. So, like, what can I say? I'm just like trying to defend my boy. But I mean, there's no defending it. I just like, what can you do? I love him. He's one of my most loved characters of this show, and he is off the deep end. So I guess we're gonna see what happens.
Is he your favorite character or not?
I have problems with defining like my favorite characters and then like my the best characters and most loved characters, and like it's always the kids. You know what I mean? Like nothing can. I feel most emotionally attached to kids, and like, but we don't have them for that long or whatever. But like I place more importance on them than anyone else at all. But like from everyone else that we like constantly see and everything, I feel most love towards him. I think.
Okay.
Because like from the ones that we keep seeing.
Okay.
I think. Yeah. But again, just like the kids, like for him and for Bodhi, because Bodhi we have also seen. I mean, I also feel most love towards Bunny as well.
Somehow I think Bunny is my favorite character.
Mm-hmm.
I also think afterwards it goes Jimmy.
Mm-hmm.
After Jimmy it goes Bodhi. I mean, I know I love kids, but like they're not my favorite characters.
Yeah, I mean that's what I want to say. Like there's a difference between like my most important ones. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna place the kids above fucking anyone.
Yeah.
If you tell me Jimmy dies and these kids can have like a moment of happiness, I'm gonna kill Jimmy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Kill the rest.
I don't care who I have to kill. I will kill.
I honestly think Avon is among my favorite characters. I just think he's such a great character.
I agree there. That's not like one of the characters that, like I feel the most love towards. Like that is not a thing. You know what I mean? I do feel warmth towards him, but I think because we had that stage with him when we hated him. And then like
only
somehow
talked about him and then
then like somehow we got to some type of emotions to him. I just think he's a very well written and rounded and complicated character. I really think he's one of the better written characters of the show. Yeah, I really like him.
Those are some of my favorite characters.
Yeah, I think those are the characters that stand out to me.
Those four, to me as well.
Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Let's
play the episode. Let's see what Jimmy's gonna do.
Omar.
Well, he's not my favorite character. Yeah. That's the thing.
I mean, I adore him. I really...
He can go after it.
Yeah.
I really love him, and whenever I see him, I say baby boy, and like he's so cute to me and things like that. But like I don't know, I'm somehow lost in his story, or like his story stopped in season 2.
Yeah,
I don't know how to explain. Yeah.
No, I agree with you. That would be like he would be below these.
Below these 4. That's number 5.
Below these, because like I have a lot of love and care for him, and I think he is a very fascinating
such a good character,
well written, especially again for that time, to just like have a gay man who is also in this business, who has his code. I think that's very impressive as well. But yeah, I would place him below these.
Okay, so you heard our top 5.
Yeah, apparently we have it.
We have it. Yeah. I didn't think we would have it. Yeah. Nor would I think that these characters are going to be in top 5.
Very random.
Fucking random.
Like, very random of it, I feel like. But I feel like we agree mostly on this. Let's play.
Let's play.
I forgot to say that.
Not for
attribution.
What does it mean?
I don't even know. Attribution.
Attribute.
Attribution.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not for attribution.
Not for attribution. Okay.
I mean, someone's gonna explain something to me, I guess. Hopefully. Do you realize we have so little episodes to go?
So little.
Like after this, 7.
7.
I can't. Is he finding other bodies that he can maybe pin?
What time did McNulty leave last night? Never did. He's number 1. As soon as he had those shit.
See, like he's not even sleeping. Like he gets obsessed when he has nothing else.
Bunk, this can't work. We can't. Fuck you. I mean that. 4 in the fucking morning. Homeless murders from the last 5 years. But we got enough right here, Jimmy. Most of it open. We don't do so well with homeless killings. Cases stay open forever. You're going to jail behind this shit. You know what they do to police in jail? Motherfucker, we have kids. Houses.
Imagine if he goes to jail with Avon.
Jimmy, You won't even get past the ME. Watch me. You're dumping murders on us that we can't solve. You're fucking the squad's clearance rate. Fuck the fucking numbers already. Marlo ain't worth it, man. Nobody is. Marlo's an asshole. He does not get to win. We get to win. This case doesn't go away just because the bosses can't find the money to pay for it.
But how does this get to Marlo if he is looking at homeless cases?
My name is nowhere in the file. I don't want fuck to do with this.
Oh, God, my boy. He is really a beautiful man to me. I don't know for you, he is beautiful. Jimmy, beautiful.
No. Like, I really don't see it.
I don't know, he's beautiful.
He's fine looking.
One of the... That's interesting. He is also one of the more charismatic people that I have seen.
That's fine.
Like, sometimes, like, when he smiles, it's like... I can kind of understand how everyone falls for it. Like, really, he's one of the most charming people. I don't know who I'm seeing. Oh, the press woman?
Yeah.
I want to see that story. Well, it's my first time out front, so I want to see it.
Huh. Why are these two interlocking?
I don't know.
Are you gonna speak to her? I feel like she would do diligence.
How is it even possible? They're gonna run into each other?
And he's like, oh, you're press. Let me tell you what I'm working on. Are you gonna connect it by the red string? I don't understand what's happening. What? What? I feel like she would...
When does the sun get here? Around now, usually.
Okay, just at random.
Okay. Like, what if she sees him doing this? I mean, what even is he doing?
What the fuck is he doing? Making the items.
I mean, he has to connect it somehow to serial killer, so like everyone had a red... I mean, like, nothing is worse than him like touching a dead body, you know, like putting evidence.
They took the other stories? Scott? Is it Scott's story?
Yeah, I think her story is not in here. Boy, this is crazy. My boy stops mine, this is fucking crazy.
I got one, but I'm going back out to my crime scene on campus.
Probably Danny. Jimmy. My office. Now.
Like Bang being like,
Like, you ever pulled in your life, Jimmy? Think on it. A triple fucking murder. A home invasion. And she's working it alone. That's on them, but you can't fucking write that's on them. A triple murder, and 12 hours later they leave one detective alone on it? I guess she's lucky she has a car. This shit. Well, then we're no worse than before. Extra red name or two on the board. Yeah, unless you got caught. When this fucking idiot's gonna catch me? Most of the guys up here come catch the clap in a Mexican whorehouse.
I mean, he is right.
This was the red ribbon. Barlow had a open strangle a few years back. Homeless guy with a red ribbon tied around his wrist. So that's two. I found an open homeless case, which Ray Cole worked. I wrote a ribbon into his office reports. So there's three. Our guy didn't have a red ribbon. That's where I'm headed. Jesus.
How does that connect to Marlo? I still understand.
Jump on a real serial killer. Fucking Marlo, who's got bodies all over it. He fuck you? He tried. But mostly he just fucks himself.
It's very true.
I'm thinking you could do a lot worse than give me a run as acting coach. I know you couldn't make me permanent, maybe 6 months. Well, you keep grooming your boy Daniels. I get a pension bump, and you get a head start on clearing out dead wood, beginning with Burrell and Ross.
What do you think, Connor?
I mean, it makes sense much as everything else. Everyone who's in charge is someone like him.
What are you gonna do about the numbers?
What can I do? Because the department
Fucking numbers. Literally always fucking numbers. They're just gonna lie. I don't remember what story she had that was bumped.
35 inches down to 12.
Yeah, well, it's my fault for giving it up to the A section.
3 people murdered in a house, and it gets 12 inches below the fold. Explain that to me.
There's no explaining it. Advertising's down. We got a smaller news hole. We're not managing it well. We messed up.
If they were white, murdered in Timonium, you'd have had 30 inches off the front.
Would have been my first front pager where I didn't share a byline.
Keep his hands clean for Trice? I need to know who my victim is. That's the priority. You finish your breakfast. I got plenty of time.
Lost his fucking mind. Again, a lot of things that he says and his frustration, he is right in everything. Like, you legitimately can't, like... But everyone knows it, and he is doing these awful things. Because, like, again, he thinks he's justified because others... They are not doing their job. Which, again, they're not. And everything is not functioning. But, like, we still can't do this, boy.
Please, gather up.
What?
It's a bad time for newspapers. As you all know, the news hole is shrinking as advertising dollars continue to decline.
I don't even know how bad it's gonna be. I don't know whenever I have... Like my dad used to always buy the like physical newspaper. Now he has them for like 10 years, I think.
We're now faced with hard choices. So it is with tremendous regret that I tell you that Chicago has made it clear that the bureaus in Beijing, Moscow, Jerusalem, Johannesburg, and London will all be shuttered. Elsewhere in the newsroom, there will be a fresh round of buyouts. Going to have to find ways to do more with less.
Pull your club book together. It's time to find a new one.
Whoever strangled him could have just waited a month or two more. This guy was on his last legs.
Also, that ribbon you snipped off, it might tie to other cases.
The ribbon my own investigator missed at the scene.
That happens. It was high on the wrist.
Cause and manner is homicide by strangulation. Good hunting, detective.
Shameless.
And anyone requiring additional
Shameless
information
one.
on COBRA benefits and pension payout as part of the voluntary separation plan,
This might be
everyone in
bad.
this room has done excellent work.
Do you vouch for these figures?
Sir?
No increase in crime even after I cut you guys to the bone. This is what you're telling me. This is the one thing I'm asking you guys. The one thing that I'm asking above all is that you bring me clean numbers.
Oh, but also make a drop by like double digits.
You leak the real stats, hold the cooked ones in case he won't go quietly.
And replace it with who? Rawls? He
Yeah.
came in with the same stats.
If I know Bill Rawls, he'll be calling over here as soon as he gets back to his office, telling us he warned Burrell against cooking the books.
The ministers won't live with Rawls, neither will the Reese.
As acting commissioner, they will.
Daniels isn't ready. He's only been colonel for a year.
A year will do in a pinch.
Oh, we know this one. Oh, the Greek.
Andreas, right?
I was like, why do we know him?
Russian standard.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Need you to get a word to find us.
I feel like I remember the most random things. Honestly, I think I remember the background of him.
Background, yeah.
Of
yeah,
him
yeah.
more than I did remember him.
I don't remember him at all, but you said Greek, I look at the background and
I that's when I remembered why I thought this looked familiar.
But like he's really getting himself into with the Greeks.
Yeah, he really is. But like honestly, I think the Greeks persevere. You know,
Like, like they're gonna.
like they're by far like they are.
Yeah, I think so as well.
Like they are serious. You know what I mean? Like this is Baltimore level, and I think they're like continent level.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we're touching that. I think that's
Yeah.
politicians along with everyone else. There's no fucking way.
Someone's killing the homeless men. Medical examiner says so.
Punk is so done.
He's shocked. I think he's shocked.
Like their scenes are kind of funny if you ignore what is actually happening.
That man was homeless, but he had a red ribbon tied around his wrist. I mean, what does a homeless guy have to remember that he should have a red ribbon tied around his wrist?
Does he remember the red ribbon behind this guy? He does not. He does not remember.
Whoa, nice out.
Oh, like Chanel number 5 comes out of your ass wand.
Chanel number 5.
I'm sorry.
If you got a problem, then I got it. What to do with this shit we sell ain't no thing. In Baltimore, dope and coke sell themselves. But the money to come back, ain't enough mattresses, is it now?
You've done excellent work. Without being explicit, they gave me a choice. Either the copy desk or the buyout.
You're kidding, right?
Apparently they can hire 1.5 20-somethings for what it costs to keep me in print, so...
Damn, right.
I might as well get to work on a great American novel.
It's so very sad for people who like worked here for so long and they're like already, you know, it's much harder to find work, I think, when you're older.
Of course.
Like, if you get fired, you're like 30. Like you still have, you know, so many opportunities.
What about if you're 50?
That's what I mean. Like that's very sad.
Relax, Gus. We need you here.
You've done excellent work. We're counting on you to transition the new team.
What kind of team's gonna be left?
We're losing good people, but we expect to retain the core of a solid staff.
Doing more with less.
Look at this. Red ribbon in one of Ray Cole's files. Cole left a note with it. Found on left wrist of victim. Check against other cases.
This guy's not listening to you.
Hey, hon. How's the stain look on the cabinets? They dry yet?
He's doing such bad acting. He's like, oh my god, look at this.
This is the hard part. Getting these guys to give a shit.
Uh-huh.
Let's get a taste on bud.
I think he is done with you.
Checking with you.
Yeah.
Go home, Jimmy. Think your weak shit through, man.
Go home. For the love of God, I'm working a serial killer.
Why is this child and why am I seeing a child? My child. Oh, my children.
You want to talk on it?
Oh, because of the kid that ran away. Yes, I want to talk on it. Talk on it.
Well, with Chris and him. Set up one as family.
Let's go, my boy.
Yeah.
Think about it. Oh, there's a place. All their names are
Everything's so serious now.
We should do something, Mike.
Got my corner to run.
Boy.
What, nigga?
Six Flags be open again.
Go, please.
Could cry. Could fucking
Guys,
cry.
I will give my left hand and my right and whatever you want me to give.
That nigga got to stay for conversation. How you gonna clear my money?
We got accounts with some of the banks down there. Donations come in as cash, cashier's checks come out.
Tiny ass Caribbean island, don't truck with no subpoenas, no court orders, none of that. You pay
Okay.
10 on the dollar.
Girl, run.
You can't even stand.
Also, girl, why would you just... He's too drunk.
That bad, huh?
Chicago is killing us. One buyout after another. Can't even begin to think what our next round of guild negotiations is gonna be like. What are you selling tonight, dear Norma?
I tell this planning the shit can Burrell. He's talking to people that can
Is this on the record or off the
City
record?
Hall source?
Okay.
The leading candidate.
Rawls, deputy for operations, might have a job for a few months as a front runner from deep in the department. Cedric Daniels.
It's been a while since I've been on the street there, Norma. Who's this Daniels?
Chief of detectives, polished, holds a law degree, brought closure to some high-level cases.
And this is aimed at who? Huh? Ministers, Nerys? You wanna see if they can live with this fella here, right?
Yeah, okay, fair.
Yeah.
These are things like when they like give you a story that like I'm fine with because like you are reporting on the truth and they just want to like, see something from it. It's like give and get.
Get off the spot. The idea.
You just we're really. Are you going to Six Flags, my boys?
Tried and true.
Bug?
I got half when we get there and half on the way back.
So small, so
fucking small.
cute. So small and so cute. I hope nothing happens to you in the car
You
ride.
thought it's gonna happen.
I hope you just like have a good day today.
Of course.
Works out right away.
They will.
Mayor's thinking about firing the police commissioner. He's floating the idea anyway.
Yeah, no problem. All over it.
What do you know about Daniels?
Who is he? CID commander. Came out of the Eastern DEU. Married to the Daniels that won the council seat in 06.
This guy
Brought in
knows.
a couple of big wiretap cases. They gave him the Western.
What's the man's favorite color?
He really knows a lot. Good for him. Deserved.
Yeah.
Deserved. But like he's the one that got fired, right?
Yeah.
My God.
God.
Hi, darling. It's Roger Twig with the.
He said that like I'm
papers.
still on the clock.
Yeah, is the deputy around?
While Mr. Deadwood here's working the story, see if you can feed him some React quotes.
Oh.
Yeah, again.
Money. Money, bring me.
I don't need it. Money is money.
Interesting.
It's dirty money. It stinks.
We in the same business.
The bills are from the street. They're dirty. You understand? Everything runs through Joe. Everything is clean with Joe.
Ain't a problem.
Anytime he doesn't get what he wants, I get afraid.
I don't know what's gonna happen because like
I don't know.
even the reaction, we didn't see any reaction of him to this.
The one on the homeless guy's wrist. Fuck yourself.
Something's changing with him.
Oh, he heard maybe.
Just thought of something. I caught a vagrant months back, had a red ribbon tied around his wrist.
You remember that? Another catch, detective. Another catch. You see your file?
He's been singing for 4 days straight about the Red Ribbon. Playing wow.
Clean bills? You mean laundry, right? I just showed you how.
Nah, you mean clean, like the money straight out the bank and shit?
Normally my fee for this would be 20 on a dollar.
40,000 to make it look nice.
You need this back today, too. Might ordinarily charge more. But seeing as how we co-op, we charge.
Tell them niggas they got burnt.
I'm giving away 50 for a line of Omar's people.
His sister, his Mima, some faggy be with. All that shit count, you hear me?
I let sleeping dogs lie, son.
I know you would, Joe.
I was just thinking about Omar, how we might actually not see him this season. Because like there was like nothing. I don't know.
I ain't giving him a thing on Omar. Omar been gone.
Maybe he's not coming.
A lot of bad history with him too. Why in the hell
No
would I
way.
let that
Come on.
That's it?
Look how
I want
he is
to die.
Batman. He is Batman. Look at
This
this.
hurts me.
Teenagers like having girls like them because they're so cute.
I'm gonna cry.
Look at the smartest
die.
boy.
That's so cool. You do your own place?
Yeah, bud.
That's tight.
They're teenagers. They don't understand. Like you have your own place. Why? Where are your parents? My cute boys. They're teenagers. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna cry.
This should be the only thing on their minds. Like, oh, we're going to Six Flags
It
and we
fucking
like
hurts
girls
me.
and like.
Man, I'm gonna lose, huh?
3 linked cases and counting.
Killing vagrants, is he?
Don't care. Shocking.
Don't say I didn't warn you.
But again,
Oh.
what? How does this connect to
Also, my son
Marlon
is here.
anyway?
Scott, come here.
What?
This quote here. Carcetti may be holding the knife, but Daniel sharpened it for him. He's been critical of Burrell since the election. Good shit, huh? Yeah, from a high-ranking city hall source. You feel comfortable telling me where you got that?
He's
Not really.
lying. He has no sources.
Well, it's a great quote, but if you're gonna slam somebody anonymously, I at least have to be sure the quote comes from Reese Campbell.
She's not gonna slam the mayor's choice publicly, but not for attribution. That's her quote.
No fucking way.
What a fucking.
I mean, of course he's gonna be doing this.
What a
Of course he's
fucking
gonna be doing
idiot.
this. But like he feels it. I think having someone like this is very dangerous.
Yeah.
Like if you already think that he is not telling you the truth about the kid in the wheelchair and everything, like I would not believe anything that he says then. I can't believe he is connecting to the Greeks. You know what I mean?
But like, doesn't this storyline seem a bit different to you than all the Marlows? Which isn't weird.
You know, copycats.
So there is a signature.
I've heard your stories. They're good.
Bullshit. But thanks.
You're gonna run something right away, right? Gotta get the word out on this.
Her name is Alma.
I have a boyfriend, detective.
That's good, girl.
so-
Save yourself.
Yes.
Can I ask you why, on the day in question, you were operating the senator's car when you were detained by city police?
Oh, that one.
$20,000 in cash.
Good
Advice
question.
from my attorney. I ain't gonna answer that.
Is something
I
bad
keep
gonna
getting
happen?
worried. Why am I seeing them now? Oh
No,
my
I
God,
think somebody did
kids.
something bad.
So
So we supposed to do something, okay?
It is when you don't tell no one. Now how they come down here all day long to make sure your shit is straight? This your corner or what, nigga?
I'm checking now to make sure shit's right at the end of the day.
Chris already heard about this shit.
There's 400 in your
okay,
pocket.
this is all fine. This is all fine.
And no hurricane, Department of Justice, or nigga with a
Wait,
gun
what is
to
happening
protect
here?
that.
Yeah, I even noticed that.
You check it online anytime you like.
On the computer?
You got any prior convictions?
Yeah, nothing that real.
We get you a passport, then take a trip.
Mayor considers police command.
Shake up.
And he's going.
I can't. Their relationship is one of the pinnacles of the show. You know what I mean? Like those two. I really wonder how he
Somebody
would.
about me stabbing Burrell in the back.
No.
That's a damn lie.
So what? You're gonna be named commissioner. This is good news. How is this not good news?
Not a
Important part.
main title part.
If you stack it with the domestic, man,
Oh my God! Yes, they were talking. They said blind one. I was like, who the fuck is blind? Are they gonna kill him? No. No.
Who's that?
You recognize? I don't know.
Voice. Oh my god, oh my god.
He's not gonna give him up though. He is not gonna do this.
Cash is in the register.
Fuck the register, old man.
They all up in your shit.
Oh, they're gonna kill him.
They going after every damn thing. Do you hear me?
We're going to jail.
Oh, one would fucking hope. One would fucking hope. Let's see how he wiggles his way out of this. I don't think I can get that. You know what I mean? I don't think they're
What
gonna
if
give
you
that
get
much.
that?
Oh my god, love it.
Journal ads. Underneath the story about the school board approving a name change for PS114. It's Jimmy McNulty's Ripper. You know why they call him homeless, Jimmy? Because they ain't got a pot to piss in. And you know why they ain't got a pot? Because nobody gives a good fuck. You done with this stupid shit? Who the fuck do you need to hear it from, Jimmy?
You have to let Burrell know that this isn't coming from you.
That won't matter. After what he read today, I'm the threat.
Well, then you have to tell him that you won't take the job, that you don't want his chair.
And he believes me.
The alternative is that he goes public with what he knows. Whatever he has about the old days.
Yeah.
I can't believe that we still have the storyline that we had in season 1.
And like no one even
No
really
one-
said
yeah,
what it is.
yeah.
Like he took some money, I think.
Yeah. He's dirty.
Yeah. Look.
What other people want to look at? Cocksucker the one got in trouble. No need for you to stand tall on it.
I hate
You
you.
don't have to be messy. Ain't no other way. I can see that. Drop by no more. Where Omar at?
The thing is, if Omar does come back on this, they fall from Omar. There's no fucking way they get Omar. So really, he might survive. Because there's no way they get Omar after doing this. No fucking way. Just shoot him. Just let's stop. Heartless.
What the fuck?
When word gets to Omar, make sure he hear everything.
Oh, fuck.
He's gonna kill you.
Marlon wants Omar. What else do you need to know?
God, dumbasses. You really decided to follow some dumbass.
Move on Burrell, and I don't blame you. And the thing is, I can help with that. All I need is some help with this grand jury nonsense. You go to Bond, you tell Bond that
We can't help you with that.
Story's been out all day and our phone isn't ringing.
Let's see.
This is
I
nice.
won't believe it until I see
I know,
it,
but
so.
like it was.
I'm done.
What is happening?
He's traveling. The fuck that he... Is this like somewhere South America? Oh?
Can't see my account.
Parlez pas français?
No.
I got my money in.
Je ne parle pas anglais.
It's mine. I got my money.
Oui, monsieur. J'ai juste besoin de ça. S'il vous plaît, est-ce que je pourrais avoir le... Ok, monsieur Marlowe.
So you string together Barlow's murder and Cole's unconnected case and yours, which is natural to begin with.
Instant serial killer. Which I thought would get the brass to begin kicking out some money to work real cases.
Like Mark, shit like this actually goes to your fucking brain. You don't want to listen to your partner, then listen to Lester. He has all the wisdom you need.
This is intervention.
This is all the wisdom. He has all the wisdom.
Not unless he's covering up some pretty coward or some shit. Some papers put the story in the back pages.
You fucked up.
Yeah. Tell him.
You know what I mean? If you want to do it right, straight up strangle's not enough. Not if it's some vagrant.
Lost their minds.
Sensationalize it.
My favorite character is Bond.
Fantasy, something bad, real bad. It's got to grip the heart.
Look at Bond. Look at Bond.
Now you're onto something. I only need a few weeks to pull down Marlowe's stand.
Like both of them are desperate. Like they're like when Lester's crossing a line.
Gives a damn if we fake a couple of murders we're gonna solve, huh? The dead men don't care. No one
Look at his
cares. But if it's gonna get bosses to throw down enough coin to do police work,
Come out of here.
I'm telling you, when Lester is down for this, you know how desperate they are.
give your killer a name.
We have to kill again.
What the fuck is happening? This is insane. This is fucking insane. What do you
Who's
think?
walking?
Marlon.
Okay.
I think so. What? Oh, it's Dahmer?
I thought it was Omar! No, why am I seeing you, boy? No, my boy. Look at this. I love this for you. Stay here.
He's gonna get the news now.
Boy, what is done is done. What is done is done. he would have wanted you to continue living your life and not take revenge. Look at this. Look at this.
Take revenge. That's how he's gonna die as well.
Not but there's no fucking way by them. There is no fucking way.
But like while taking them down. But like if he goes for revenge, that's how he dies.
I understand it, but
Cuz got to find out where they got honey nut, yo.
don't tell him.
Sería llamada. Tengo mala noticia.
No quiero saber.
¿Qué pasa?
Váyate.
Mataron a Pucci.
Aww. I love him. He's definitely my top 5. What was I thinking? I just need to see him have emotions and I love him immediately.
I don't want this for him at all.
Oh fuck. I think
I understand that it's inevitable that he's gonna go. But like I really don't want
if he chose now not to go for revenge, then maybe.
Exactly, he would live. Because like there's nothing you can get out of this, you know what I mean? Like he is dead. And they are doing this to get to you, you know what I mean? And he is dead. And like I understand being so mad that you just want to go and get them because I am fucking mad. I want you to go and get them. You know
wish
what I mean?
it didn't happen. I just don't know if Omar is there. If Omar is
Omar
in,
can't let that go.
So far, everything we have seen from
Omar can't let
that's
it go.
Exactly.
He really can't let it go.
Exactly.
And like the thing, Marla is legitimately doing this because his pride is wounded. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
His pride. Like Omar didn't even kill any of his. He just took the fucking drugs and they tortured someone. Like we know from the beginning, Omar does not let that pass.
Yeah. No. Yeah. 100%. That's it. What can I tell you about Lester and Jimmy?
It's honestly very funny.
Very funny.
Honestly, like I thought we were gonna get Lester being like, "Are you fucking insane?" And then as it was going, I was like, Lester seems like he's like listening to this. You know what I mean? And then he was like, he's onto something.
But the thing is, he's onto something, and you can see, but like he's really looking how this could work. But like he's desperate as well. He's been working for this case for
this is what I want to say.
Months and years. You know,
the two of them are similar in ways. You know, like they are the ones that have always been like good police, and there are working cases because cases need to be. I'm so sorry, guys. My throat hurts, so I have something in my mouth for my throat, and so I think I speak a bit strangely. Anyways, like they work cases because cases need to be worked, you know what I mean? They want to solve them. And I think they have both like done this for so long and have come to something. Like they have come to a point where they can figure something out. And Lester was talking to Jimmy about how like he was following them and they're like making mistakes. And so if they could just get on it, they could uncover it. And so now when he's heard that Jimmy has done something that will potentially make the money come flowing back in, he's like, let's fucking do it at this point. You know what I mean? Like they have really come to the point where they are so desperate that they're gonna be crossing these lines in order to achieve something.
Yes, but the thing is, like when he puts it like this, like that, like nobody's gonna care about
of course
those people, you know, and those cases are not gonna be solved anyways. So let's at least solve the ones that we can, of course. But like that's one thing that like of course we can all agree with. But like the other thing is to see Jimmy physically put his hands on a fucking
again, like a lot of these things, like what they're doing now, the outcome that they want to achieve, I think every single one of us can agree that outcome is one, like they need to continue investigating that. You know, all those things have always been true, but like we said in the beginning, the ends don't justify the means. Them doing this, I mean, there's simply a clear right and wrong.
But like let's
these
say
are people.
Yes. But let's say Jimmy has already done this, and Lester's fine.
I mean, Lester's like, well,
that's what I want to say. But
might as well finish it.
We did hear Jimmy say at the end, we need to kill more.
We need to kill him. Like we need to kill someone else or something.
Something like that. So that's on Lester as well then.
Yeah.
You know, because
I do think you're complicit. You know what I mean? Like when you are kind of down for it, even if like you don't.
I know, but like to
physically do
me,
something
it's a
for
bit
publicity.
different. Let's say if now it's already done.
Yeah.
Now it has already been done, and
Unless you'll be like,
okay,
well, might as well use this. That you're crazy.
Exactly.
Might as well just
exactly. Let's have the money that you gave us practically, but like they're gonna continue.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know what to tell you.
Honestly, kind of, I like,
but like,
it's kind of funny. It's kind of like these moments are funny that Bunk came to Lester
so
to like
fucking,
Lester for talk some sense into Jimmy.
So fucking
and Lester
useless.
comes and says this, and Bunk just turns around and is like,
especially because they are all looking at Lester like he's as he is, the smartest one there.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's so fucking smart, you know,
Absolutely.
like he's full of wisdom. He can figure out anything, and of course, Bunk is gonna go to Lester because like he can tell Jimmy and convince him how fucking insane this is, and.
Lester comes so and funny. He's onto something.
It was so funny. I don't know. The thing is there is a lot of comedy in it. Like
this is very funny, but like you have to not like think too much about it to be able to laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like again, these are the people that society has written off. Like what Jay, apparently that's his name, is telling him that basically, I mean, they're homeless. No one cares.
Yeah.
No, like that's not gonna be the top of your newspaper, you know? And like using the fact that no one does care about these people to like use them for your own benefit in another case. And again, they are justifying that by saying, yes, no one cares about these people. Maybe at least we can get someone off the streets that is horrible, you know, which is true. Like there's someone that needs to get off the streets. But when you start crossing these lines, you know, like Marlo is just one guy. There's a million Marlos, and it doesn't stop with him. You know what I mean? Like if you can tell me right now, if Marlo is stopped, no one fucking else is ever gonna be that. Nothing is ever gonna happen. We're all gonna live in this like paradise. Okay, sure. But that's not gonna be a thing, you know? And you're just like literally dishonoring the memory of these people that were like, they were people, you know? Just because like society has deemed them unimportant doesn't mean that they were. Yeah. And those are not lines that I think anyone should cross. And so like I can never be okay with it. You know what I mean? And again, I keep saying this. I think everything that Jimmy thinks and everything that he wants to do is always technically correct. You know, but like the means that he does it is oftentimes wrong. And this was the wrongest one.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, that's just where we are at.
Yeah.
I mean, we're already doing it.
Yeah.
I can't really stop it from happening right now. But like, yeah, I guess like now when Lester is also down for it, you can see how really desperate they are. And again, they have always had some similarities in the way that they function.
A lot of similarities.
Yeah, so like kind of it makes sense that Lester was gonna be like, wait a second.
I mean, especially now when we know that like he's the one who was really stuck on this Marlo thing. He's been doing it for months and months and months, and like he wasn't able. At the end, they just like lost the funds and like are not able to do anything with years of work that they have done of trying to do something about Marlo.
I mean, again, this is also the whole problem here is systemic. They don't have the funds to investigate. Like, literally, there were like 22 dead people, you know what I mean? And they're somehow not investigating that. Even what they said for Kima, that's what Jimmy said. Like, this murder just happened. 3 people were left dead, and you put one detective on it.
Yeah.
Like, you put one detective on
it. Oh my God, when
it.
he said that, honestly, like...
This one, you cannot argue with Jimmy for a lot of the things he says. He is always right in that thing. Like, he has always, like, from the season 1... he's been calling out the way that the system functions. That's
the thing. Like, I know at that moment when he said that, like, I know I should be like, sure, but like, you shouldn't have done what you have done. But at the same time, I was like, yes, that's correct. And we saw Chris and all of them murder those, and we saw kids running around. Like, nobody deserves that. Deserves that, you know.
Yeah.
And
so
like,
Kima
is the only one who is investigating that.
Yeah. Again, I think it is easy to fall into like. Something needs to get done, so like let's use immoral means.
I know,
to
but
do
like
it.
especially if you live with that.
Okay, yeah, absolutely.
It's easy for us just to sit here and say, but you should never trick a person. You should never, you know.
Of course, I mean, again, I still
stand by it.
I still stand by it.
Course,
again, I just think it's easier for me to say.
Of course, me too.
And I think there's some moral code that you should abide by. You know, like that's the same thing that I think about like capital punishment. For people like let's say that abuse kids. I don't want them to be there. You know what I mean? I don't want them to. I don't think they should be in this world. And yet I will never actually be for capital punishment. I think that is just not the right thing. However much like I feel strongly about those monsters, you know, like there's just some things that we cannot allow, you know, so we can have some type of society, so we could not fall into those, like, how they say that, at least like in my mind, some like type of dark ideas and moments. I think we need to preserve humanity, you know, and like you have to preserve humanity in the times when it's difficult, like in times when like you're watching something and you think, what a fucking monster. Like those are the times when you need to preserve it, you know, you need to preserve your humanity. And so yeah, I just think it is kind of easy to see why they have fallen into this. Again, the problem, as always, stems from something bigger than them. These are just like two individuals, and I mean, like Jimmy is the kind of most involved there. They're doing the wrong thing, but like doing the wrong thing because like the system around them continues to not function, and like they keep talking about fucking numbers and just the optics of the numbers, and like, my god, it's a never-ending fucking thing. And things just are not gonna work that way. Like we see it with schools, we see it with the police. Like, oh, I just need this amount of decrease. How you do it, I don't know, I don't care. You know, even though like they had this bit where they are cooking the numbers and now they can swipe Burrell. But like, it's not like they care that Burrell is really like lying. It's just like they don't like him, so they're gonna switch him up for Daniels, and then like we are gonna pretend that something is gonna be different there, but like nothing is gonna be different there, because like you're still gonna want your crime rates to go down, but like you're still conducting your business the same way, so nothing is really gonna change. Like Daniels taking Burrell's spot, nothing is gonna change. Like, I like Daniels, you know what I mean? I think he's decent, but but I don't think I can see him really being anything, let's say, monumentally different than Burrell.
Like, come
at the end
on,
of the day.
he's not gonna have any power to do anything.
Well, yeah, so that's what I mean. It's not like Burrell had anything. Burrell was just like listening to his higher ups and like doing what they needed him to do. Otherwise, he was gonna get like fired or something like that. And then like it's all the same. It's all about your power, and it's all about your stature, and like things just don't change. And then, I mean, that I think that's why what we keep seeing. You can change whoever you want. We can get rid of Marlo. We can get rid of Carcetti. We can get rid of Clay Davis. We can get rid of like whoever fuck you want to get rid of, and still nothing is gonna change. Like there's gonna be nothing different.
I mean, we talk about it through this show in every single episode.
Again, because like that's the whole point of it. It's systemic.
Of every single character, you know, it doesn't matter if it's in like if it's Marlo or like in police or like in politics or anything like that. At the end of the day, everything is gonna stay the same.
Yeah, and again, like we can just like root. Oh, finally Marlo's
I mean,
out, but
we're
like
all
nothing's
gonna
change.
root.
Yeah, absolutely. Because like, what can I do? I see them, so I want them down.
I mean, I want Clay Davis down.
Yeah,
honestly,
but like I'm just not in any like, you know, neither of us are in any delusion that this is gonna change anything. You know, it's just like one guy that falls.
It's like after watching, it's just fantasy. It's just like fiction. We have watched this show and we can watch 5 seasons. So it would be a nice feeling if at the end of a show, one guy that like was the evil through this entire show would fall down. You know, of course I would root for that.
Of course.
Is the same one gonna come after it? Yes.
Yeah, but like I don't know that one. I know this one. So
at least
I want him down.
For us, while watching the show, we're gonna enjoy that.
Yeah, I mean, especially after this episode and what they did to
Butchie. Oh my fucking god! Does the storyline with Marlo seems different somehow?
Well, I mean, he is doing things with Greeks.
And not just like things with Greeks, I don't know, his behavior seems different.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'm not quite even sure what is happening fully.
Me neither. Yeah, that's the thing. Like,
he's trying to get to the Greeks because the Greeks are working with Joe, and he wants to establish that line so that he would not depend on Joe, I think. Because the co-op thing is like, does not work in a co-op, you know what I mean? He is not like, he cannot sit on a round table. He needs to be head of the table. And like, so, like I think that's what he wants to do. Correct me if I'm wrong. Honestly, I'm not quite sure. And so like he is doing something there.
Yeah, but like I don't know, just conversations with him different. Like let's say with the conversation with Greek and the way Greek talked to him.
Yeah,
is that he is not important.
He is not.
I know. Marlo could have never accepted something like that before.
Yeah.
Somehow he is not blinking. Is it like because he knows he needs Greek?
Yeah, I mean, I think as always he is like, I'm gonna become king, and so like then he's gonna do what he needs. But I think he needs this first, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he is just, this is what he needs to be more important, be out of the, not like rely on the good drugs coming from Joe.
Especially not in Baltimore, you know, like like somebody who is there for the whole Baltimore.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah. So I just think he is doing that.
Yeah.
Not gonna succeed. Not gonna succeed because like at this point, I don't know who's gonna get to him first. To this, honestly, like I don't know if it's gonna be Omar or if it's gonna be the police. Don't know.
I'm honestly not sure at all.
Because like I always thought he's gonna end up in jail.
Me too. Because like I have so far had clear image of where his end happens. I always thought like he's gonna lose his people around him.
Yeah.
Like Chris, Snoop. And the rest, and they're gonna catch him. Police is gonna catch him. Police basically caught anybody so far.
Yeah.
Except Avon, let's say. You know?
Yeah.
So in my mind, they're gonna catch him. But at this point, right now, we had a scene with Omar now. But let's talk about that later. But like, yeah, you're right. I don't know if Omar is gonna be, but like then he dies. But again, if police catches him, like what happens with the Greeks? Nothing. They don't catch them, just like
Greeks
him.
Are not gonna get caught.
Yeah, I'm 100% sure of that as well.
Yeah, I mean the Greeks hold too much power. They just hold too much power, so nothing's gonna come out of that.
It just, God, just like scares me now. So somehow something scares me there.
Which part?
No, it's all gonna be good.
Which part?
I don't know, Marlo part. It's all gonna be good.
With Omar?
No, with
like you think Marlo's gonna get away with it?
No,
Is that what you were concerned about?
I was concerned for
no. Over my dead body. Over my dead body.
Okay.
What did I do? What did I do to deserve that?
Okay.
You know?
Okay.
What did I do?
Okay, I was just like scared for a second if he rises above and if he gets into contact with the Greeks. But what kind of story is that gonna be? You know what I mean?
It's like he wasn't mad that he managed to like make something big.
Big? No way.
No, he is legitimately too pathetic to do that.
Literally
he functions with he functions by being pathetic. He functions by like killing a person.
Yeah, but
because like
they
looked
so
at him in the
mad
wrong way. You know
like
what I mean? Like
happens,
he literally killed a security guard who's not in this game, who's not in
for
anything.
What reason?
Because the security guard just like saw him stealing something. You know what I mean?
For what fucking
that type
reason?
of a person. I mean, what am I saying? The Greeks are awful humans. Like they're
the
striving.
Same, yeah.
So like not like I expect like this show functions on justice. You know, but like
we know that. We know that's not function with justice. But like one. Can we get one?
No, the thing is, I do think so. Just because like he is dumb. You know what I mean? Like the Greeks are more evil.
Yeah, but like he doesn't at this point in this episode. Let's say to me, he seems smarter than he was before.
Yeah, like when I say dumb, like I know people are gonna be like, no, he's not. He's doing all this. No, he is dumb because like he is driven by his ego. Like if someone looked at the Greek the wrong way, I don't think the Greek would care. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he would be like, oh, you go die now. Again, I think the Greeks are the worst fucking humans alive. Like they're doing human trafficking, you know what I mean? And Marlo is that person. He is so pathetic that he needs to feel that power, and if someone looks at him the wrong way, he's gonna go and kill them. Those types of people who function on that are dumb.
Yeah, I agree with you completely. Like I think the only reason why I was for a second there scared is because somehow in this last episode he didn't look so dumb to me in this episode. If you know what I mean.
I would kind of really love Omar to be his downfall because like he couldn't let it go because Omar stole from him.
I would like that.
He couldn't let it go because again that is his downfall. And so like if Omar gets
how Omar dies then?
Maybe he doesn't. Honestly, maybe he doesn't. Because, like, you know what I mean? Like, I understand why now he's coming back for the revenge part.
Yeah.
Like, I understand that he did retire. You know, he retired and he was living this happy life. The kids are literally running to him, not from him, and screaming Omar.
God, how sad I am
giving
for that.
away lollipops. And, like, I don't know if we should punish him. I mean, like, this is a problem now. You know what I mean? Because, like, I can understand it being like, you should have stayed.
I don't know how to explain to you at the same time as when I saw Jimmy in the last season being happy, I was so happy for him.
Yeah.
And that just made sense. Seeing Omar living this happy life somehow does not make sense to me. If you understand what I mean. Somehow this storyline for him does not seem like the story where he's gonna end up. Yeah. It just doesn't. It doesn't fit with the story that we saw through this 5 seasons. He's hurt and he's gonna go for revenge.
But I don't
Again.
think they can't kill him. I can't see it. Like, there is no fucking way. You know what I mean? There's no fucking way they get that from doing
what
this.
is if he gets them somehow? Let's say that gets them somehow in just the last second. Somebody among them who is not that important just like shoots him.
That could be a thing.
Like, he knows that he managed to revenge Butchie.
Yeah, and then
you know?
That could be a thing.
Or is even hit in the middle and just like sits and bleeds out while he's waiting for the police to come.
That could happen.
I just can't see his story ending up happy. Honestly, there is like, even like I said, this scene, I am so happy to see him like this. Like, that's also cute. Like, something that we haven't,
Yeah.
Just makes no sense. That can't be his story. He has done so many
wrong things.
Yeah.
I'm with you, but like, I'm so mad. Fucking Marlo. I mean, I always thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
Like, I always thought it was the character that is gonna die, but like, now that I thought like maybe we're not gonna have them this season, I was sort of like, oh,
are you open?
You
like
know? that became a possibility in my mind.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah.
And so like, now I'm just trying to, it's hard to like like, I got a glimmer of hope, you know what I mean? Like, I thought like maybe we just don't even see him. And so like, I don't know how this is gonna go down. Like, I really want him to come there and like kill them. What can I tell you? Like, I can't blink.
What about police? Are they gonna catch anybody then if they go that way?
I don't know. Because again, like, it's a similar thing to Stringer. Like, they did that, like, they couldn't catch him because Jimmy was being so obsessed and doing all these things that like, maybe that's gonna be sort of their punishment for crossing these lines, you know? That they're not gonna be able to get him.
But they're working, on Clay Davis' case as well.
I don't think nothing.
But like, not, you think so?
I mean, I don't. I just find it hard to believe that anyone is gonna stand punishment. Like, again, the ironic thing here is that the only people who kind of, let's say, stand punishment from the universe or whatever are the people that are on the streets.
Yeah.
You know, the police is never gonna stand trial. The higher ups are never gonna stand trial. The politicians, never gonna happen. You know, and so like, I'm not expecting that from anyone. You know, like, if this was correct, someone like Perez should also have stood trial. You know, and like paid for what he has done. Like, there's a kid without an eye.
It's not correct.
What do you mean?
This is not correct. Like you said, if this is correct, Perez, no, it's not correct.
I mean, that's
I feel like it's just like fan service.
Yeah,
for a second there.
There's such like discrepancy in like what is gonna be a thing, because like, we always talk about like karmic justice for these characters, knowing full well that the ones that are like, that hold the power are never gonna have like justice.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, fucking Herc. You know what I mean? There he is living his best life. If there was any sense of like karmic justice, he would be in a jail cell.
Yeah.
You know? And like, yet he is not. And like, the only people that like we ever talk about getting that cosmic justice are the ones that are like on the street, and like, you think that like at any point they might die.
Yeah.
Because like, they're in this world and in this business, and like, the police yet still function like the exact same way as all of them on the street, and yet they're the ones that are supposed to be holding this, like, they're supposed to be upholding the law, that have more responsibility to be upright citizens than anyone else, you know, and yet they abuse that power. And I think like it should be a tougher punishment on them, you know, who are like have that power, who are giving this responsibility. And like if you abuse it, there is no leeway. You know what I mean? Like that is, there should not be any type of leeway. And so like there's just a lot of things where you're like, oh well, justice for this, you know, like Omar and Marla and everyone, but like what about fucking the rest of them? Clay Davis, like anyone else, Carcetti, you know, like who is, by not doing so many things, screwing up so many people. Yeah. You know, like the damage that they do with just like not signing a fucking paper is more than the damage that someone on this. Fuck him. Like I have no patience. I have no fucking patience for him or for his like quarrels. I really just want to roll my eyes whenever he mentions something that like you would agree with, like, oh yes, this needs to be done or something. I just like I can't. I just want to roll my eyes at him at every single point, because like I was like, shut the fuck up. You could have done something. You could have done something, and like could have like would it have made a huge fucking difference? Something. Like maybe it could have done a difference for maybe, let's say, 2 people, whoever, and yet you just chose to go higher up for yourself.
It would probably make a difference for a little more than 2 people. Yeah, that's even the sadder thing, you know. Yeah,
no, I hate him. I think he is such a hypocrite. Like he was able to go in season 3 with Bunny and talk to him about Amsterdam and understand. Like like I feel like that's worse. You know what I mean? Like I feel like something it's worse to be able to understand what the right thing to do is, honestly, and I decide to do things different.
But the thing is, with Carcetti, I think the vast majority is like that.
Yes, and that's why I despise them all.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't think all of them come in evil. Because, no. They just choose themselves. They're just selfish.
Yeah, again, and like this is the worst business to be selfish in. Yeah. You know? And so, like, even if you don't come in it evil and everything, like the decisions you make are so monumental. They have detrimental to lives of so many people. Consequences that like there's people are gonna be selfish in nature, you know. Like I mean, people can be selfish in other jobs, and I'm gonna be like, oh okay, a bit of an asshole. But like if you're selfish in this job, I have no leeway for you. Like I hold you to a much higher standard as I think anyone should hold you to. And I just think, again, like I sometimes struggle to like think what is worse for me. Like, is it gonna be someone like Carcetti, like for example for Amsterdam, who was able to see something good and then like go and give that whole speech about how like, oh, he was wrong or whatever, we're gonna change this by giving more money to the police and whatever, and like change nothing, because like he saw what was wrong and he chose to not do the right thing. I think that's worse for me than people who like from the get-go were like, oh, this is bad. Like that is worse for me, that you were able to sit there and know what the right thing is to do and still choose not to do it. Like that is, I don't know, like I really, I can't stand him. Like anytime I see him, I can't stand him.
That's usual for the many characters in this show.
Yeah.
That's...
yeah. But like we had like one tiny spot of like niceness that I really hope just develops into some type of good ending with my kids. Like they went to Six Flags, you know what I mean? Like Yuki told Michael like Bugs is not going to school, let's like take him somewhere. But like I don't know where it's like giving him a childhood. And again, I think this is big for Michael. I think like the show is showing you that he is not there, that he is not far gone, that he did not choose to stay there and work that day on the corner, and he chose to take his brother out to like Six Flags and go like play some games.
I just don't know how
he is a kid.
I just don't know how that's gonna progress, because like again, I don't know how he can get out. I don't
think
if
they die,
and
they're gonna die.
But like they're not gonna die in the next episode.
No,
they're gonna die
like in 6. And by then, like, you know,
episode 6,
balance it like in 6 episodes at least. Like we have 7 more.
How can he balance it out for 6 episodes?
I think it's gonna be a long period of time. I mean, I don't know, but like he can, you know, work the street and keep things. But you see that he is like that he is affected by this.
Yeah, he's very
and
much
like it's not like he can
affected by
say,
it.
"Oh, I'm out," because like, they're gonna
Exactly.
kill you. So like that is not really an option.
And it's
for
not
you.
like he can try to change their minds, talk something with them.
And they're grown
as
adults.
soon as, I know, but like as soon, the thing is, he maybe does not realize that.
Yeah.
He, like, his sense can't realize like why they're doing this, you know? So like I
don't think he
does not die.
No, he does not die, and I also don't think. I think he is very smart, and I don't think he is gonna think, oh, if I just like ask this question and talk to them, I can maybe like persuade him to do something different. I don't think
he, but at the same time, we did have the scene in the car when he talked like, if Marlon knows he does not suck dick, why would he care, and things like that. If he, and Snoop was like, oh, shut up.
Yeah, but that was the first time that he's actually asking this question. So like when he said like, shut up, that's why we do it, or whatever, he like realized what they do and how they do it.
So you don't think he's gonna ask?
I don't think that he's gonna ask. Like I think he understands now. I think that's why he is like having this issue that this is the way that they are doing things. You know, I don't think he's gonna try to like change their minds.
But the thing is, he does not. We as viewers maybe know that they die.
Yeah, we know
but
that
he,
that's
as a person
coming.
who is gonna be in the show, have no idea that they do die in the show.
Yeah, but like I don't think that he is gonna.
And
I don't think his life is in danger.
I know,
you know
but the thing is, Chris is still gonna want him to kill other people. Do you know what I mean?
I know, but like I'm like maybe not for these
way.
episodes.
I mean, it has to
He's
be
just
a
on the corner,
story.
just like be on the corner.
Has to be a story.
I know.
It can't be just like, oh, happily ever after, sit on the corner for next 7 episodes until we die.
I think it could be like that.
I don't think it's gonna be.
I think it should be like that.
I don't think it's gonna be.
But what if it is?
I am like.
What if we just
89% confident?
Okay,
maybe even 90.
Well, what if it just is?
So like, I'm just trying to figure out what can happen because they are gonna want him to kill, but like I don't think in the future he's gonna be up for their assignments.
Yeah, because like, why am I killing this guy? What did he do?
Exactly. What if
like
he
looked
asked those
at Marlo
questions?
the wrong way?
That's what I'm gonna ask. If he asked those questions, I don't think like he's gonna now go to Chris and be like, "Oh, why did you kill her?" You know.
Yeah.
But like, if he
refuses,
yeah.
Like maybe
would Chris protect him?
That's what I was thinking. Like maybe if Marlo tells him, "Oh well, then kill the boy,"
or even Snoop.
Maybe Chris is gonna be like,
or even
not up. For
it. I could see Snoop going to Marlo and telling what Michael is not doing.
Yeah.
And Marlo being like, "Well, he's your problem. Take care of the problem."
If that happens, the only way that Michael fucking lives is if Chris protects him.
Lets him go somehow.
Yeah, because of, I guess, the shared trauma. That is like the only way. But like then still he leaves.
I'm thinking that, but like this is but like again,
my
we
God,
don't know Chris. That's
kids,
the thing. Let me just explain you. We don't know Chris, but like where can he leave? That's just dumb. Chris giving him money?
I mean, again,
come on.
I mean,
that's so dumb. Nothing works.
That is the whole problem of this because like these kids have nowhere to go. You know what I mean? Like they have no. I mean, they have some money right now because he is working, but like you cannot live off on that money, and they're very young. They're maybe too young to like work in something, and so like they have to survive. And like I don't know, but like you can let me imagine. You know what I mean? Like I could do something with that.
I'm thinking, and I think we're somewhere, but we're not guessing it.
Like the thing is, they could work. Like people in America work. Like you can be 16. And work like in a bar, not bar, like just a coffee shop.
You need a place
or
to
something
live,
like that.
so like you need to have some money to go find some place to live.
I agree.
It's not that easy. They're not gonna live under the bridge and go find, you know.
I know. I don't know how much money like Michael has.
I don't know, but like I think it would be too much to think that like Chris, I don't see those many emotions. Like Sher Shama did something in Chris, but like I don't know how much.
Yeah, but like I'm legitimately. Like if they have enough money for them to like be able to pay some rent for like 3 to 4 months, and Michael and Dookie work, like they can make something work. You know what I mean? They don't go to school already.
What about our little...
Bug is gonna go to school. Like they're not gonna allow Bug.
They could just transfer him to different schools.
Yeah, I don't know how can you transfer him to a different school.
What?
There are no parents to transfer him to a different school. Oh my god, how would you transfer him?
Michael is a guardian, right?
He cannot be a guardian. He is like
He
15.
got the thing. Remember?
No, he was just like taking it. He was just holding it for the family. He does not. He's 15. Like if they know that there is no one taking care of them, they're gonna take them away. Yeah. Guys, I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know now. Now I don't know. I don't know. I don't like now anything. I regret thinking about this.
You regret logistics?
Yeah, I really regret them. I was going
living in your world.
Yeah, I was literally living with them. Like they can work. You know what I mean? They can work until they like find like to survive. They can make something happen. You know what I mean? I don't know now. I don't like it.
God, I can't believe.
I don't know what we're gonna do this season, guys. I really.
That's again the most important part of the season for me to see. Not the most, but the most actually.
Legit the most.
The most important part to see if they can somehow save Michael. You know, if Michael can somehow save his brother and himself,
please.
And Yuki, I would even be like, oh, let Marlo get away with it.
I literally, I will accept anything.
Honestly,
if you will tell me Marlo becomes like king of the fucking world, but like Michael and Yuki and Bug can have a like good childhood and are gonna be out of this, I will take it any day.
Me too.
I will take it any fucking day. I would not care. It will be a worth price to pay.
I completely agree with you.
Like no, it cannot compare. Like I cannot compare how much I care to Marlo to how much I care about each and every single one of the kids.
Yeah, I agree. I completely agree. Okay, guys. Thank you.
We said it at the same time.
Wow.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you very soon. Bye.